a business analyst or a scrum master. All right. So the thing is, why do you need to do this anyway? Why do you need to? Why do you need this program? Why do you need to think about being something else? Why do you need to change your career? Why do you need to upskill your career? Why do you need to think of project management? Why do you need to think of business analysis? Why do you need to think of being a scrum master or a product owner or a product manager? Why do you have to think about these things? Why do you need to upskill? That is what we're going to talk about today. At the end of today, I'll be able to let you know that this upskilling as a project manager or a business analyst will be one of the best decisions that you have made or that you are going to make in your life. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not talking about someone who's a doctor or a nurse or a pilot or a lawyer. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what you're doing. You know, some skills you go into it. You want to be a doctor because you want to be a doctor. That's fine. It does well, it pays well. You have respect and all that stuff. No problem. All right. You want to be a pilot. That's some roles that once you're getting into, it takes a different mindset to go there. You know, it's not the same thing as being maybe studying business administration. You know, studying to be a pilot. Hi, Otuke Johnson. Thank you for tagging someone. Yes, please, guys. If there's anyone who you think should be joining us, please tag them so that they can join this live session and we can have this conversation. So please invite anybody who you think should be joining. All right. Thank you very guys. Welcome. All right. Now, you see, in the world today, this world you are in will never run out of the need for project managers, business analysts, or scrum masters. You will never run out of the need for them. Never. Never, ever. I assure you, you will never. Because every company, or virtually every company in the world today, delivers one sort of project or the other. Virtually every company in the world delivers one sort of project or the other. EM_TY, thank you so much for tagging someone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please, if you know anyone should be joining us or you want anyone to listen in, please tag them so that they can listen in. All right. And thanks to all of you also that have been recommending us. We're getting recommendations of people that are recommending Almond. You know, thank you so much. Please keep recommending. God bless you so much. Thank you. All right. Now, the world over would never stop delivering projects, would never stop creating something new. A project is when you create something that hasn't happened before. You are doing something that you haven't done before. You are creating something new, or you are instituting a change. You are bringing about a change. You are changing what was there before. This is why you bring in project managers to be able to manage that change. This is why you bring in business analysts to be able to understand the requirements that change entails and to work with the team to make sure that they implement the change according to the requirements. That is why you need a business analyst. A project manager needs to plan these changes from start to end. Again, if you have questions, 30 minutes into the live, I'll start answering questions. So if you're on Instagram, you can drop the questions. You can drop your questions there using the question button, and I'll answer these questions by the time I'm done. All right. So if these companies are always delivering projects, if they're always bringing about something new, car manufacturers are manufacturing new vehicles all the time. People are building houses everywhere. New software for doing things coming up every day. They are upgrading software. Instagram, Facebook, they're all upgrading their software, integrating their software, bringing in new technologies. Projects will never end in the world today. It will never end. In your lifetime, you would not see where projects will end. Never. So imagine you being trained as one of those individuals who can come in with nothing and create something out of nothing. Because project managers go into a project that hasn't been delivered before, and they work with a team of people to deliver something that hasn't been delivered before. Something for which there is no prescribed way of doing it. If I say no prescribed way, I don't mean the projects. Projects, there is a methodology to delivering projects. But that particular project you are going into hasn't been done before, which means nobody has done it before. It's not like a company where they have maybe their end of year reports, financial reports. It's done the same way all the time. You can bring an accountant who will follow the template for creating a balance sheet or profit and loss account. Simple. It is not the same thing with projects, because you are coming in to deliver something that has not been delivered before. Yes, you know the methodologies, but have you delivered that project for that company before? The answer is no. So we are one of the few peoples on the face of the earth that our role has to do with delivering something that has never been delivered. Even doctors don't get that. Yes, the doctor knows where the heart is. If doctor wants to operate on your heart, they don't need to go and look for your heart. They know where the heart is. They just go there straight and they cut. If they want to do a liver operation, they know where your liver is. The liver doesn't change location. But when it comes to project, something that you think works this way for company A, company B, it works another way. Company C, a whole new different way. Company D, they don't even have it at all. So it's not the same thing as a human anatomy. Even medical, even lawyers, the law is clear and the law is there and the law is not changed. They make their cases based on the law that has been there, and they study the law, they understand it. The law is not a variable, the law doesn't change. It's there, fixed, constant, not like projects. Project, you work for one company today doing migration. You come the next 2 years, work for the same company on a even that same company on a migration project, everything is changed. We are the few people in this world that are trained to be able to deliver something that hasn't been delivered before. It is us, project managers, business analysts. And when I tell you to upskill, I'm telling you because you need to do this for yourself, for your mind. Because once you build your mind and upskill your ability to do certain jobs, I assure you, you will not run out of work. This is not a place where you just come because you want to come and do training. You just come and do one training and then that's it. That's not true. You need to know it. You need to understand it. You need to own it. Because once you know it, you know how to deliver projects, you understand the methodologies, you know how to use them and combine them. You are a good business analyst. You've been doing it. You have that experience. I assure you, people will look for you. Companies will look for you because that is all they want. If it's as per job, the jobs are there. The jobs are already there. There's no need to wonder, would I get job? Would I find job? They are there already. The problem is that you don't have enough. This is why the British government, the UK government have put roles like business analysis on the UK occupational shortage list because they don't have enough of them in the country. Imagine the United Kingdom saying we don't have enough IT business analysts. If you are an experienced IT business analyst, please apply for jobs in the UK. We will hire you, give you a visa to come to the UK, bring your family and come and work. Imagine people who are in the UK, they are in school. They are doing their master's degree in the UK. They've spent so much money for that master's degree. And they are thinking that that master's degree is what is going to give them a job. It's a lie. Because your master's degree would not give you any job. What will give you a job is your work experience. What do you know? What can you do? What have you done? When you go for an interview, nobody's asking you, show me your degree, show me your certification. No, what they want to know is, on your last project, how did you do this? How did you solve this problem? How did you do this? When you encountered this, what did you do? These are the questions. And you cannot answer these questions by just, reading a textbook. The jobs are there. The opportunities are there. You would never run out of work if you are trained as a project manager or as a business analyst or as a scrum master, product owner. You will not run out of work. Do you know how many of our candidates who have moved to the UK from even countries like Nigeria, from India, from Pakistan? They've moved. How? And then you have people in the UK who are in that country doing security work, doing care work. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? I've seen people go there to study. Wife has gone to study. Husband is now there on a dependency visa and he doesn't have a job. Or he's about to get a job and he's doing some menial work. And this man can make 400 pounds a day. This man can make 500 pounds a day. This man can do 50,000, 60,000 pounds a year job. And he's there doing menial job, wasting his time, wasting his life. Who did this to you? Who told you that is the only way to do it? Who told you? Because your mind cannot fathom that they can pay you £500 a day. Let me tell you something that will shock you. Because your mind cannot fathom it doesn't mean it can't happen. It will happen for those who their mind can fathom it. And you that your mind cannot fathom it, it will not happen for you because you won't even try. I'm not saying it for me. If you make £500 today, a day today, is it me you're going to give it to? Of course not. It's not me. People that will be hailing you and respecting you, is it me they'll respect? Of course not. It is you. So when I keep crying, making this call all the time, there are jobs out there. They are there. Project manager jobs, business analysis jobs. It's not easy, but you can get it. I'm not saying it's a walk in the park, but you can get it. And what am I saying? Get up now. Get it done. That's what I'm saying. Get it done. It is very, very much possible. This is what I'm saying. It is very possible. Very possible. The jobs are there. Numerous companies are hiring every day. About 2 days ago, we did a search, project management, business analysis jobs in the UK, and the search was returning over 14,000 jobs posted in the last 2 to 3 days in the United Kingdom. 14,000 project management and BA related jobs. Somebody said, oh, I'm applying, I'm not getting a job. How long have you been applying? I've been applying for about 2 weeks now. How many jobs do you apply for a day? About 5 jobs. That's where your problem is starting. 5 jobs a day. Are you kidding me? When you should be going for like 40, 50 jobs application a day. So, so much. How can I do it? How can't you do it? It's not even hard. You can apply for, 50 jobs in like 15 minutes. It's not difficult. Once you have your CV arranged in the way it should be, getting this job, applying for the jobs is a walk in the park. But you need to be doing every day, consistently, every day, every day, every day, every day. You can't do and stop. You can't say, I'm taking a break. You cannot take a break. You cannot take a break, but your life doesn't take a break. Your life doesn't stop. It continues every day. So once you're taking your break, life is moving. Jobs are being posted. A job that you would have gotten if you have only applied, but you didn't get it because you didn't apply with somebody else. I know people in our program that are getting 3 job offers, and yet one person is saying, I have not gotten anyone. Somebody's getting 3. What's the difference? They are there every day. They show up daily, applying daily. You show up once, you stop for 2 weeks. And the saddest one is people that call us and say, oh, I attended your training about a year ago, but then I wasn't in the mental frame. It's a bit difficult for me. So I want to come back now and start again. I'm like, chai, 1 year has gone. Imagine if you are making £400 a day for 1 year. That's £8,000 a month. And in 10 months, that's £80,000 in 10 months. Imagine that. It's not about, imagine what you are losing. Don't imagine, you are paying £599 for the training, all right? Or for those of you in Nigeria who cannot get hold of pounds, and you are paying 472,000. That is what you are paying. But imagine what you are losing if you are not able to secure a job like that. Imagine losing £80,000 a year. Can you live with yourself? Because you can't see it, that's the reason why you think it's not possible. Because you can't see it. Maria Onikaz, thank you so much for tagging someone. Thank you. Please, guys, if there's anybody who you think should be listening to this, please don't forget to tag them so that they can join the conversation. All right? So do not think that it's not possible, that you can't do it. No. I'm telling you the truth. Because your mind does not see the possibility doesn't mean it's not happening. Yes. Some people's mind cannot imagine, an aircraft going to space, but it's been happening. It's been happening. That your mind cannot imagine something does not mean it's not possible. Do you know that people are getting paid £1,500 a day? Do you know that? Enore Oluayola, thank you. Thank you for people you are tagging. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you. All right. So somebody's saying, Presh is saying, I'm in the UK with a student visa. How can I change to skilled visa? As I said, if I just saw this question now, but if you have a question, please leave it in the question box so that I would use the question button, drop the questions there, so I can come back later to answer these questions. I'll answer your question, but please put that question on the question area so that when it's time for questions, I'll start answering all the questions that are coming up there. All right. But you can switch. Yes, you can switch to a work visa, skilled work visa, definitely. All right. But guys, the problem is this. All right. Olakunle Fadikbe, thank you so much for the person you're tagging. Thank you. I appreciate that. The issue here is this, guys. In this life we are living, we have just one life. Just one. I'm not saying project management is your calling. I'm not saying business analysis is your calling. But there is value in these roles. Do you know why? Because it doesn't matter what sector, what industry you are in. It doesn't matter. You can be in healthcare, financial services, legal, or you are in business. It doesn't matter what sector you are in. There are projects in every sector. Whether you studied mathematics in school, home economics, Igbo linguistics, English literature, economics, business administration, computer science, engineering, it doesn't matter what background you have. What I'm trying to tell you is that you can secure a job in project management or as a business analyst, very possible. You can learn these skills and you can get a job in the area. You can upskill. Even if I've seen projects being run in hospitals, you can upskill. Give yourself an added advantage. You have just one life. Give the life the best it can be now. Give it the best. Pack as much into your mind as possible. Pack as much into your brain as possible. Because you cannot let an opportunity pass you by when it comes. Somebody will say, oh, we should have taken you. I just wish you had this. Oh, you should have been perfect. I just wish you had that. I've seen people call us with regrets. There's a job I would have gotten if only I had this. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. Prepare. Start now to prepare. The jobs are there. If you have a question, please again, use the question button to drop the questions. If you leave the questions on the comment, I will most likely miss these questions. Please leave them in the question, use the question button, and I'll start answering questions in about 15 minutes. So please use the question button, all right? I can get back to the questions as soon as you're ready for that. All right. So yes, please do not let yourself go down. Enrich your mind constantly. Our program can help you grow. When we talk to you about training to upskill as a project manager or as a business analyst, we're not talking about coming to class, taking notes, and going to write an exam. No. No way. We are talking about gaining the hands-on experience necessary to secure a job in the field. Yes. It is experience that matters. So it's the work experience you have that matters, not certification. Amy KC, thank you so much for tagging someone. Thank you. Please, guys, if you know anybody who should join, please tag them so that they can join our live. So to be able to secure a job, you need to upskill. To give yourself the best opportunity to get the opportunities out there. And let me tell you something. You can get a job in the UK, in America, in Canada, in Europe, any country in Europe, even in the Middle East. We have candidates who work in all of these areas, even Australia. But you know the one thing they're looking for? Experience. Experience, that's what they're looking for. Experience is what they're looking for. I know students, I was telling you earlier on, I know individual students who have joined our program, all right? Fresh Black, I think that's you. Thank you so much for tagging Cynthia. Thank you. I appreciate that. We have candidates who are studying their masters in the UK. And before they even started writing their thesis, they've secured a sponsorship job, a skilled work visa job. We know them. Our candidates who came into the UK to do their masters, all right? And they started our program about a month or two into their masters, finished our program, and secured a sponsorship job even before they started writing their thesis. Yes, very possible. We have more than one candidate. We have more than 2, more than 3, more than 4, 5, 6 candidates who went from Nigeria to the UK to their masters, and they've not even started writing their thesis, and they've secured a job, sponsorship job, waiting for them to finish their final thesis, and then they'll go and resume. Some people are there I'm doing my masters. When I finish my masters, then my head will settle. Your head will settle where? You think that 14,000 you pay for your masters will give you a job? How many masters are out there? Do you know how many masters is out there? Everybody has masters. What they're talking about? Everybody has masters. But when you're in an interview and you're asked, on your last project, can you talk to me about how you managed your changes? When you had a change on the project, how did you manage the change? A change can be defined as, is that what you say? The definition of change, what they teach you in school. Is that what you say? Or they'll ask you, talk to me about how you work with your team to groom your product backlog. What will you say? A product backlog can be defined as, no, not definition. How did you work with your team to groom your product backlog? You will now be saying, please ask that question again. It's not matter asking again, you don't know it. Anybody that says, just, can you come again with the question? They don't know it. And then some of them, when they're doing their online interviews, because companies interview you online these days via Zoom or Teams or Google Meet or something. All right? And they're like, sorry, I can't hear you. The network is a bit bad. Sorry, the network is bad. They can hear you. They just don't know the answer. They don't know the answer. And the employers know you don't know. So when you are doing, hello, please, I can't hear you. The network is bad. They just know you. They say, okay, you know what, don't worry. Let's move to the next question. They just know you don't know it. They know the network is good. Because when they ask you the next question, you can hear it. You can hear it. So it's not about that. Madam Wura, how are you? How are you? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, I remember you, Edinburgh. Yes, I remember you, Wura. It's nice to see you here. I'm sure you're doing okay anyway. Anyway, so look, what we're saying is this. It is experience that matters. Let me tell you something. When you go for an interview and they're asking you questions and you're answering, oh yeah, on my last project, yeah, we encountered a similar problem. This is how I handled it. And if I didn't know what I learned that when you do this and this, you'll be able to get that result. Really? Yes. And you can ask them, within your own company, how do you guys deal with this? And they will say, oh, okay, well, we haven't really done it. My advice would be to do this and that. Why won't they hire you now? Please tell me, why won't they hire you? Why not? Why would they not hire you? Do you think confidence comes from, I have a master's degree, I have a PhD? That's not confidence. Confidence comes from knowing. When you know something, you are confident. If I ask you your name, you tell me your name confidently. If I tell you that's not your name, you tell me that is your name. If I tell you, are you sure? You say, yes, you are sure. If I tell you, if you get it wrong, you're going to lose something, say, let me lose it. This is my name. Because you are confident, because you are sure. That is how you need to be in this field. Learn project management. Learn business analysis. Know it with every fiber of your being. And when you appear before any recruiter, you bring down the house. And they will know you know it. And they will hire you. I tell you the truth, I lie not. I have no reason to lie to you or to deceive you. I've been saying the same thing for close to 11 years. And in that time, we have seen people secure jobs with Microsoft, with Google, with UK Power Networks, Virgin Holiday, the BBC, different companies, the NHS. People getting jobs with all of these companies. But some of you will sit down there thinking, I'm not sure. Maybe later. I'm not sure. Will it work? Can I get it? Can I this? Can you what? Always thinking that you can't do it. Always thinking that you won't get it. Always thinking, why are you the one? Why are you the only one that won't get it? Why do you think it's only you that won't get it? Why? Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Many of you might be okay. Your job is wonderful. Everything is fine. Yes, but there might be somebody around you that needs it. Somebody who you can recommend. Say, look, I heard about this thing. Check them out. There is somebody somewhere. Yes, there is somebody. You can't just leave them. You can't just not tell them. Do you know that some people even secure jobs after coming for Almond's program and then they keep their mouth shut? No joke. And then they will keep their mouth shut. Why? Why? Do you know how many homes you can help? Do you know how many people you can help? Because once one person in a home gets a good job, it's not just the husband or the wife or the children, it's the other relatives that will benefit from it. Do you know how many homes that you have stopped from growing just because you didn't say how you succeeded? Yes, we know people who've done it. Henry, yes, I've gotten a job. I just don't want to talk. I just want to just keep you quiet. You think it's humility? It's not humility. Selfishness is not humility. I'll respect your opinion, but it's not humility. So don't deceive yourself telling me it's humility. It's not. I don't want to just, I just want to be quiet. It's not a lie. You're selfish. I'm sorry. Yes, if you don't want to recommend, don't recommend. You can go. Say, Henry, who do you think you're talking to? Don't talk to me like that, Henry. It's my business. I can tell anybody who I want to tell. Yes, it's not your business. No problem. You can go with it. No problem. Other people will still tell. And that person you didn't tell, somebody will tell them. Because they need to succeed. Because it's not about you. It's never been about you. It's never been about me. It has never been. It's about us. 2011, I walk into a company and I'm looking around the place. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Where are my people? I can't even find them. And I think it's getting better until I walk into another company 2018 to find the same thing happening. And then I come out and I see them at night. They are carrying their bag and their hoodie and their coats. They are going for night walk, night shifts. They have a master's. Yes, they have a master's going for night shifts with their boots in the night, entering bus. You see them in a bus. When I went to the UK, they were like, you cannot drive to central London. No, people they don't drive central London. If you drive in there, you have to pay. You can't even park. Parking is expensive in central London. How can parking be expensive for me when I make so much money per day? Which is expensive. I will drive central London like this. I will drive there with my new BMW 5 Series at that time. Central London, I'll drive into the place and I'm looking around. People are looking at me in my car thinking, hey, see one rich black guy driving in central London. Oh gosh, look at these people. And then I look at the buses and I see them in the bus going for night walk, telling me I cannot drive in central London. How much is parking? How much is parking? I drive central London, I park in a basement. I don't even think about how much parking is. I just park and go. Will it be more than £100 that day? It will be more than £100. Now, what about £25, £30 parking? £10 congestion. We don't drive olden days second-hand car, so the ULEZ doesn't even apply to me because my car has low emission plus battery joint safe. I don't have a bad mouth. I don't. I'm saying it because there's nothing special about me. Nothing special. There's nothing I've done that you can't do. That's what I'm saying. Nothing special. When I got my first job in the UK, my visa was remaining 3 months to expire, and I got a job. Some people, their visa is remaining 6 months. They have already given up. They won't hire you now because they have a 6 months visa remaining. I'm like, look at these people. Look at these people. Are you joking? You don't want to do anything for yourself. You think it's not possible. You look at people and you look at them as if there's something special about them. Nothing special. We just got it and we stuck to it. I go into a company, they don't want to let me go. Even when I say I'm going, they will say, no, Henry, can't you stay more? We can increase your day rate. I say, no. Henry, why do you want to leave? Is it because you didn't say these things? Is it because we didn't implement something you told us to do? I'm like, no, that's not the reason. And I look around and I see my people all over the place struggling, doing care work. You see them in the morning. When I'm going to the office in the morning, you see them coming back from work, looking tired in the bus, sleeping like this. See, look at these people. And if I start talking to somebody, for example, and I ask him, did you study here? Yes. They have visa. Some of them are married with families. I remember when I was working in Sky, and I normally take a train, to Sky, to Sky's office. This is in Austerley, quite far. Huge projects. Sky, we are migrating their entire campaign platform. Our delivery manager responsible for it. Black guy, black Nigerian guy, so not even go there. I don't have an accent. It's not that you're speaking accent because I have an accent. I don't have an accent. Nothing. I speak with my normal Nigerian. If I went on Fridays, I wear my Nigerian native. They'll be like, Henry, this is a very nice suit. I'm like, yes, it's Nigerian. Yes. They're like, wow, that's really nice. Yes, now. I enter meeting like this, they respect me. They respect me. Think I chose to be in the level of you cannot drive central London. If they have a car, they only drive the car to church and come back. They can't drive it anywhere else again because they are afraid of everything. Look at them. I'm like, no, you choose to be that way, not me. I went to Sky. I was working there, delivering one of the biggest migration projects for the entire company. And I told them I'll get it done. And they were down. They said they were not sure. I walked my team, and on the day we were meant to migrate, I was in the office with my team till 10 p.m. at night. 10 p.m. I convinced them to stay, and they stayed. When we sent out the first email through the new platform, I was getting emails from the chief marketing officer, chief communication officer. Well, if I say chief, I mean the people who report to the CEO, saying, congratulations, Henry, this is amazing. I've just gotten the first test email. Thank you so much, Henry. That day, I was like a superstar in the entire company. Sky, yes, the company, the Sky box, the one you watch in your house, Sky. Not Sky Bank in Nigeria or Abego. No, not that one. I still have the emails, they congratulating me. By the time I was done delivering the project, they told me to stay. In fact, while I was on that project, they brought Essential. You know Essential, this consulting company. All right, they brought Essential to come and work, deliver project. Yeah, a lot of Essential staff with Sky at that time. I traveled to Nigeria because I had to do a training. I think one of our Almond Careers training in Lagos or Abuja then. I said to them, I'm taking 2 weeks off. I'm going to Nigeria. Do you know, how can I take imagine if somebody is paying you £600 a day and you want to take 2 weeks off, you know, fear. They said, oh, no, don't take 2 weeks off. You can go to Nigeria. I said, I'm going to Nigeria because I have a training in Nigeria. I didn't say I want to go to Canada or maybe I just want to take some time off at home to rest. I told them I'm going to Nigeria. I'm Nigerian. I'm not hiding my background because I'm too good. I'm good at what I do. Why would I hide my background? Why would I hide that I'm going to Nigeria? Why is it a thing of shame? Some people, they will be ashamed though to say they want to take time off to go. They won't even want to mention itself. They'll be changing their accents. I'm like, I'm too comfortable for that. Say, Henry, please, no. Don't take time off. Continue working. We can pay. We will still continue paying you. You can work from there. You have internet in Nigeria. I'm like, before uncle, do we live on trees? Say, no problem. You can work from there. I said, okay. I was in Nigeria for 2 weeks and they were paying me my day rate. Not one pound was removed from it. I was there. I was having meetings. I challenged Essential. Many of you want to work in Essential, and yeah, I'm working for Essential. Hey, I'm working for Ernst & Young. I'm working for Capgemini. They're all happy. I was in the meeting. I said to the gentleman, I said, look, all you are doing is trying to complicate matters. What you just showed me now doesn't make sense. You have a lot of branches that I think can be trimmed into 2 or 3. Say, Henry, this is how we've been doing it. I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. Let's review what you just done. Your process map has shown me 3 or 4 redundant processes here. Why do we need to go through this when we can just do? You know what the guy answered to me? After he couldn't answer my question, he said, well, Henry, this is how we've always done it. You know, are you going to tell me that we at Essential don't know what we are doing? I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean? Are you Essential? I'm talking to you. Yes, you work for Essential, but you're not Essential now. You're talking as if the whole reputation of Essential is in your head. No, it's not in your head. You're not Essential. What you, Mr. Man, have done right here is wrong. And the senior managers at Sky, they were just looking. They were quiet. Because you know, everybody is very diplomatic. They like playing things. You know, if you come to the UK, everybody's very polite. You know, they are quiet. I said to them, no, I'm not going to accept it. This is wrong. This is going to take more time. It's going to cost us more money. I don't think it's effective. They could not challenge me. The chief marketing officer in that meeting, who was in the meeting, chief communication officer lady, who was in the meeting, she said, yeah, so Joe, why don't you think can you look a bit more about what Henry is talking about? I think you can, we could make some adjustment based on Henry's points. She was just trying to be nice. You go make that adjustment too, because what you are showing me here, you know what I want to do? You want to just delay the process. So, because Essential guys, their staff get paid about £1,500 every day. But Essential would now send the staff who maybe they pay £400 a day. So the company is getting £1,100 free. So the longer the project, the more money they make. And me, although I'm a contractor and I get paid so much per day, I don't like to waste time. If I can delay the project, if I can deliver the project in 1 month, I will do so. I won't be delaying because I wanted to keep extending my project, my contract. No, I don't do that. Do you know that because of me, the company trimmed down the amount of Essential staff they had, who were just redundant? Imagine a company spending in a month like this, they spend close to 300,000, 400,000 paying Essential staff, for example. What's that? And all of them just plenty like that, and they will come and be telling me what I already know. I said, no. Man, that guy hated me. He didn't like me at all. But Sky loved me. I think I was in Sky for, I don't know, maybe 6 months or 7. And I said to them that, oh, I have to go. Hey, says they lie, Henry, you're not going anywhere. They said they're not going. They stopped me. Said, we can increase your day rate. We need to renew your contract for another 6 months. I said, no. I need to spend more time in Nigeria, and it's difficult for me to do this. As at that time, my vision was to build Almond in Nigeria, and I had this other, thing that was coming my way. And I had to leave. They were so unhappy. And I still have them as friends today, no joke. But because I knew my stuff. You can know your stuff. If you know anybody doing their masters in the UK, if you know anybody living in the UK or who have gone with their family, tell them, come to Almond, learn it and know it. I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. What is special about me? Nothing. Not only you. There's one of my candidates who came to my training. All right, a young man came to my training, finished the training, started working. This guy now makes about £600 a day as a business analyst. Yes. £600. If I call him today now, he brought his wife over from Nigeria. He has about 2 daughters now, living in the UK, doing very well. If you know how many of our candidates are doing well in the UK, we have candidates in virtually every company. I have senior managers in Capgemini, senior managers who attended our Almond Careers training. I say senior managers, so not just no. And I'm like, what is this? Who is telling you can't do it? Who is telling you it's not possible? Upskill, upgrade your skill set, upskill as a project manager. You can work in any sector. There's no restriction. No matter what your background is, no restriction at all. I promise you, it's possible. For those of you who are in the UK, there are opportunities in the UK that for you is not even a problem. So you are the ones that is even worse, to be honest. You're the ones that are worse because you are right in the mouth of it. Nothing stopping you from getting the jobs. Nothing. The country has told you that they don't have enough IT business analysts in the UK. They have been giving sponsorship visa for people to travel to the UK and work as business analysts. They have been doing it now, and they are still doing it. What is stopping you? For those of you in Nigeria thinking it's not possible, is a lie. It's a lie. We have candidates working remotely now. We have candidates who have migrated to the UK, to Canada, to Europe, Estonia, Belgium, Germany. We have them working there. Switzerland, we have them working there. From Lagos, from Kano, from Abuja, we have them. From Ibadan. They've gone from Nigeria and they are now living overseas. I'll start answering questions now. And they're now living overseas from Nigeria. So don't tell me it's not possible. Is it a walk in the park? No. Would you work hard? Yes. So don't think you come and pay money and they just come. So you just pay money, and because you have paid £599 or 472,000, then all of a sudden we'll just come and give you a job, give you a visa. What's that? Don't go and deceive yourself and go and pay money for rubbish. And then when you have wasted all your money, finished and lost it all, or something that you think you want to cut corners and get it quickly, you don't start regretting. No, don't do that. You can migrate legally with the right skill sets. I promise you it's possible. But don't come when the law has changed though. Right now, the law is still in your favor. If it changes tomorrow night, I said, hey, I wish I did it then. I wish I knew. Don't start wishing. Okay, I'm going to go answer questions now. If you have questions, please put the question, use the question button below, and I'll click on them and answer the questions. But let me see if I go. Can we work from home and take your classes for product management too? Yeah, why not? I don't see any reason why not. Our programs are done remotely. All right. So our programs are 5 months. The first 2 months, you are going to take 8 classes. 8 classes, theory classes. We'll teach you project management. We'll teach you product management. We'll teach you product management includes AGILE, Scrum. We'll teach you business analysis. For 8 weeks, you will go through all of these sessions. Saturday classes only. For example, we have started taking registration for the session starting on the 4th of February. That session starts 1:30 p.m. UK time and will run for 3.5 hours, 4th of February. We have started taking registrations for that. Our last 2 sessions were fully booked and we had to move people to other sessions in front. And now this 4th of November session, people are booking onto it already, so there's no need for you to waste time. 8 weeks theory session. Now, once you finish that theory session, all right, you now have 3 months of working on a project with your team. So you and your team would work on a project from start to end. All right, this is how you gain your hands-on experience. Oh, please, guys, by the way, for those of you who are on this live who are not following our page, please follow us. As I said, our previous page, which had about 45,000 followers, we're having issues with that page on Instagram, and we're speaking with Instagram trying to resolve it. They say they are looking into it, but we're here on our backup page. So please follow this page or share this page or share this live with any of your friends so that we can make sure that we keep the people who are engaged with us engaged. All right, thank you. So after the first 2 months of classes, you now understand project management, you understand business analysis, you now understand product management, Agile, Scrum. Then you would now say, okay, now that I understand these 3 areas, this is the area I want to focus on. Fantastic. And then you now focus on that area. Okay? Now, for 3 months, you work on a real project from start to end, your entire team. That is how you gain your hands-on experience. You gain the experience by doing it. And everything is done remotely. Because on your team, somebody can be in London, somebody in Manchester, somebody in Nigeria, somebody in Canada. They can be in different places. So the project is done remotely. If you have a full-time job or you're in a full-time study, it will not disturb your job or study. The classes are on Saturdays. All other sessions are during the weekday in the evening. 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. or 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. just for about an hour. Weekday sessions don't run for more than 1 hour. All right. But Saturday session is the one that runs for 3.5 hours. So you can work this around, you can do this around your work. Okay. So don't worry at all. And everything is done remotely. Once you finish the program, we would help you upgrade your CV with the new skill set you now have. You will start applying for this job. Once you get a call for an interview, let us know. We'll assign someone to prepare you for your interview. All right. Once you get the job, we'll provide references on your behalf. So yes, we've got you covered. Next questions. I am so inspired. Soon I will talk like Henry. Well done, Henry. You will. Probably even better. All right. Probably even better. You will. But see, guys, please, it's not just about you. There might be people around you who you know this will benefit. Please recommend them. I beg you. Please recommend them. Recommend us to them. Sorry. Please recommend us to them. Tell them about Almond. All right. It's not. There's no point just keeping it to yourself, saying, "Oh, I've heard this thing." Look, even if you haven't started, even if you're not ready to start, there might be somebody who is and just looking for the opportunity. And if you don't recommend, what you see is that they might now go and do something else. Then they'll say, "Hey, I wish I heard about you guys. Oh, I wish I heard about you guys soon." I've heard it. I've heard that stuff a lot. It's all in your hands to solve that problem for us, please, and for them also. All right, what's the difference between project manager and product manager? I talked about this 2 lives ago. Yeah. About 2 weeks ago, I talked about the difference between product management and project management. How product management focuses on delivering a particular product. In most cases, an IT product. All right, maybe a mobile banking application or something like that. Well, project can be anything. I mean, building a house. So project uses Prince 2 methodology or PMP, which focuses on any sector at all. When we talk about products, most of the times we use AGILE methodology, which talks about IT specific projects. Product managers are usually dealing with IT specific projects. However, there are other scenarios anyway, but again, these are the things you learn. As I said to you, none of this would decide whether you can join or not. Once you join the program, for the first 2 months, you get trained on all of them. Project management, product management, business analysis, you get trained on all of them anyway. You only choose after the first 2 months, okay? So don't worry about that. How many projects will I be delivering? 1 or 2? You will be delivering 1 project with your team, just 1. All right, 1 project with your team over that period of 3 months. Believe me, it will even be a lot for you to carry. All right, 1 project. But when you finish that project, you can still deliver another one again. But this time you have to pay half of the fees. But the first fees you pay, you go through the 2 months training, and then you do your 3 months work experience, CV interview, all of that stuff. But if you want to go on another project again, you have to pay 50% of the fees. I'm telling you the truth. We don't have hidden charges. We don't have anything to hide. We're not making up anything. No. What I tell you is what is. Jasmine is saying, I've registered for the February 4th class. Can't wait to start. Fantastic, Jasmine_precious. I promise you, you won't regret it. Don't worry. You will be happy you did. And if you stay consistent and dedicated, I promise you, you will succeed. You will succeed. And there are people listening to you now who have seen this, you're coming, who might not make any moves. Okay, watch this space. You will come here one day, Jasmine, and you will tell us that you secured a fantastic job. I will all rejoice with you. Just be consistent and dedicated throughout the process. All right. How do you manage other time zones, especially when there is a time difference of 7 hours? Now, those people who live in the eastern part of the world, maybe whether you live in America or western part, America or Canada, those kind of places, the best session for you to join is the session that starts by 1:30 p.m. That should be about 8 a.m. in your time. And that session is the one starting on the 4th of February. All right, it starts 1:30 p.m. UK time. All our time is UK time. Anywhere you are in the world, you have to just fall into it. All right. So if you are in Canada, America, or Mexico, or Brazil, all those kind of places, you just have to start with the session that runs in the afternoon, 1:30 p.m. That will be about 8 a.m. At that time. Now, the sessions that happen during the day, the 1 hour sessions during the week, those ones you can, they're all recorded anyway. So if you miss any session, you can get a recording, all right? But if you can attend, you can attend. You can just log in on your phone and be able to just listen just for 1 hour only during the week, all right? Work experience with a UK company, yes. Are there any chances to get a visa sponsorship with BA position? Of course there are. There are chances of getting visa sponsorship. Look, the law says in the UK that even if you come as a student, while you are studying, you don't have to finish your studies. If you get a sponsorship job, you can switch your skilled worker visa straight. You don't have to finish your studies. I tell you, that's the law. And the law permits you to secure a job as a business analyst with sponsorship in the country. Yes, that's the law also. So people have been doing it and there's no segregation. The only thing is, do you have the skill sets? Do you have the business analysis skill sets? Do you have the work experience? Which, if you don't have, we can give you. Our program can train you and give you the work experience required to secure a job. This we can do. All right. I am a project management student currently. However, I am confused if I should do project management training or Scrum Master training. As I said, it doesn't matter. All right. It really doesn't matter. All right. But one thing you should know is this. As a student, as a project management student, that your master's degree would not help you get a job, as I've been saying. So it doesn't matter. Start the program. You will be trained on all of them anyway. You see which one you prefer, and then you go in there for the work experience, which is the main thing. All right. And then after the work experience, I'm sure you should now be very comfortable to be able to get a job, because we'll put the reference on your CV. So when someone looks at your CV, they are not seeing they're not seeing somebody who is a student or a graduate. They are seeing an experienced person, because you have that experience on your CV, and that's how it works. Okay. Are you going to train us to explore job markets in other countries such as Canada, America, Australia, for those of us living in the UK? Well, there's nothing to train you to explore jobs in any country. If you live in the UK and you want to get a job in America, it's a no-brainer. Go onto the recruitment sites in America and apply. Finish. Seriously, that's as simple as it is. You might think it's more complicated. There's nothing there. Create a CV. I talked about CV last week. So if you go to my last live, you hear everything I spoke about on CVs. All right. And if you had our program anyway, we'll help you with your CV. So go back and have a look. All right. You would, once your CV is in the right way, apply to jobs anywhere in the world. We have candidates working remotely for companies in America. We have candidates who are living in America today and working there. We have candidates who are living in Canada and working there from Nigeria. Now, if they can do it from Nigeria, you that are in the UK, is it you that it will not be difficult for? Of course not. All right. Will the student visa be cancelled if I get sponsorship as a student? I believe it will. You can't hold two visas. I'm not a UK visa official, but I'm sure it will be cancelled. But again, that doesn't stop you from studying. They can cancel the student visa, but the point is, as long as you have a right to remain in the country, you can study. It doesn't disturb your studies. No, it doesn't. Can I apply for a business analysis position after having training as a fresher? Could I be able to get a job? My dear, this is what we have been talking about since. Because once you finish the work experience with us, you will have the experience to do it. It's like getting a driver's license. Once you have been assigned a driver's license as a newbie, the day they give you a driver's license, that day you can drive without anybody. You don't need a company. You can drive from London to Scotland on that first day you get your driver's license. You don't need to wait for 10 years before you start driving long distance. The day they tell you have passed your tests, your driving tests, that day that your hands are still shaking, you are not even sure what's going on, but you just heard that you have passed. From that day, you can drive from London to France if you want to. Nobody will stop you. So yes, you can definitely get a job as a BA after our program. That's the point. You don't need to, even if you have no background knowledge, you haven't done it before, you have not even heard about business analysis before. This is the first time you are hearing about project management. It doesn't matter. You can start, and at the end of the 5 months program, you can get a job after that. Yes, you can pay in installments. You can pay half of the fees to register and start, another half in 4 weeks' time. So yes, instrumental payments are allowed. Okay? Let me see the question. Do you provide work reference for the duration of the training, right? You provide work reference for the duration of the training, right? Also, do you offer a payment plan? Yes. Once you work on a project with us, that's the point of the whole thing. Once you work on a project with us, you would get references for that project you've worked on. So that project will go onto your CV as experience. We can provide references to back up that experience to any potential employer. And yes, you can pay in 2 installments. Have to register and start the balance in 4 weeks' time. I'm in the UK with student visa. How can I change to skilled visa? As the visa says, skilled visa. What skills do you have? Fresh black. What skills do you have? If you don't have the skills, so it's not about changing to a skilled visa for changing sake. It is what roles are under the skilled worker program, the skilled worker visa, and do I have the skill set to fulfill that roles? That's why we keep saying project management, business analysis, IT business analyst is one of those roles, one of the skill sets that if you have, you can get a skilled worker visa. So if you don't have the skill set, this is where we come in. We train you, we give you the hands-on experience to have that, to own that skill set, to have it. You put that on your CV, even if you're still a student, go and start applying for work. As you apply, you will get calls for an interview. We would even prepare you for the interview. Once you secure the job, they can give you sponsorship and you can move from being a student to having a work visa. So yes, for those of you who are really, really concerned, you are students in the UK and you're thinking of switching your student visa to a work visa, very possible. Very possible. The UK law allows you to do this. So you can actually switch to a skilled worker visa. All right? You can make that switch. For those of you who are in Nigeria and looking to get a job overseas, definitely is possible. Once you have, see, you're not getting the sponsorship job because you want a job. Do you understand? You're not getting the job because you want a skilled worker visa. You're not getting the job because you want somebody to change your visa or because you want a better job or better life. That's not why you're getting the job. You are getting the job purely because you have an experience that the employer is willing to pay for. You're not getting it because you went to pray or because you went to fast or because Jesus loves you, because he loves all of us. You are getting it because you have a skill set which an employer wants. And because they want you so badly, they give you a work permit to come to the UK and work for them. It is not because you are a genius, so no. I'll tell you another secret. You can hire for a business analyst role in the UK for £60,000 a year. The same role, you can hire somebody in Nigeria for £40,000 a year. That person in Nigeria will be very happy to do it. And will be doing it even as well as the person in the UK who you are even going to pay £60,000 a year. That company saves £20,000 a year. You can imagine hiring 5 people like that. That's £100,000 they're saving every year. It is cheaper to hire from outside the UK than within. Yes. The visa costs nothing to do. The visa costs nothing. You don't need to have money in your account. All that one, they say, go and put money in your account. So you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to do that. Once you have the employment, you get the visa. Simple. I tell you the truth, I lie not. There's no need to deceive you because I'm not running away. Our mom has been here for over 11 years. There's nowhere we're running to. We will tell you the truth all the time. All right? What difference between business analysis and IT business analyst? Please, how does the payment plan like? I've talked about that already. These are the last questions before we end the live session today. IT business analyst just has experience working on IT projects, that's all. A business analyst is a business analyst. One of them has experience working on IT projects, so they become IT business analysts, which is what you gain when you work with us. Guys, as we round up, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you also for the people you have been recommending. Please don't stop recommending us. I beg you. Recommend Almond to anybody who you think deserves to listen, wants to change their career, wants to upskill. And for you, if this is for you, then don't procrastinate. Next session starts on the 4th of February. We have started taking registrations for that session already. My prayer is that that session is fully booked by the end of this week and we can move on to other things. All right. For those of us who want to make payments now, how can we go about it? Send us a DM, Danny_Dove. Send us a DM right now. We'll send you the bank details. Once you make the bank transfer, make your payments, send your details to us, we'll register you. Okay. All our accounts, don't pay into anybody's personal account. Either it is Almond Careers or Almond Media account. It's very clear. All right. So thank you. I've recommended a lot. I have candidates who have registered already. Thank you so much, Jasmine_Precious. God bless you. Please don't stop. Let's keep doing it. If you're looking to register for the 4th of February session, send us a DM. Any questions you might have, send us a DM. We'll definitely respond to you and we can talk to you. You can call us on any of our numbers on our page and we'll be happy to answer, or chat with us on WhatsApp. All details are there. All right. Thank you so very much, everybody. God bless all of you. And I hope to see you guys on Tuesday next. Bye-bye.